probably a busy Saturday for folks. Don't know if anyone's going to stop on by. This isn't really here for entertainment so much as chit chat. So I guess it's my entertainment. I guess it is entertainment. Keeps me entertained while I'm messing around with myself. Bar's not oiling right. And she's strong and then bogs down. Two separate issues. Actually, not necessarily. They could be related, but this bar used to oil fine. Something's going on. The oil pump's producing plenty of oil. It's not an issue, but it does seem to be getting majorly clogged in the oiler holes, which is a new thing. And I don't know what's going on there. Hey, Chippy, how's it going? Doing anything fun this weekend? More fun than this, anyway, troubleshooting a saw. Hey, nothing but chainsaws. How's it going? Sorry about the noise. Having a good weekend? Hello, Jay. How's it going? We're just screwing around in the shop over here, and I was bored, so, can talk to you guys. It's entertainment for me. Maybe pain and suffering for y'all. Oh, hatchet handles. Nice, Chippy. I would say I'm fighting an issue on this saw, but then Jay'd go all That was weird. Screen just did something weird. Yeah, something's going on with this one, but it's a problem I haven't experienced with this saw before. Unload the dirt bikes to do a quote for a tree job. Nice, Jay. Did you have a good ride on the bikes? All right, Chippy, what you say? Test one. Let's see how it turn out. Nice, Chippy. Be cool to see how that all turns out. All right. Very cool. That's something I have never tried. Never tried that. I mean, it's just been sitting on the bench since the other day, since I was ripping with this thing. And she's dying out like 2/3 of the way through the cut. Pull her out, give her some throttle, and she's good to go again. It's almost like, it's different than when I've had clutch issues on other saws. It's almost like, because it resets real quick, it's almost like it's not clearing out right. I don't know. I haven't had this problem before. It's a mystery, and it literally went from sitting on the bench to not working right. And but I'm having a bar oiling issue with the Simura, which I haven't had before either. And so I just got two things that I haven't experienced on this saw that are giving me fits. And it's no fun. Not at all. No rim sprocket changes, NBC. Hey, old timer. How's it going? Yeah, it doesn't seem that plugged up, but you know, I didn't pull it out when it was bogging down and then take it apart and look like a dummy. I, revved it up, cleaned stuff out first. So I don't know. Again, it hasn't done this before, so I was just kind of frustrated. I was trying to record another video, basically the follow-up to the what cuts faster out of the box deal, to show them all hand filed and ready to go, all dressed up instead of just out of the box. And yeah, she's giving me fits. Yeah, these holes are actually bigger, Chippy, than the ones on my organ bars. Let me grab it. So, yeah, the dark spot right there hasn't been a problem. But when I did take it off to clean it, I noticed it was really clogged up. And that's happened once before on this, and I don't know if it's just this particular piece of wood I got, but it's clogging up like it hasn't before. I can't seem to clear it. And the saw is oiling just fine. It's just not getting on the bar. The chain's way too dang dry. I don't know if you can see it. No, there's not enough light. Sorry, but it's dry. So I might just the simple. Oh yeah, isn't the laser the same manufacturer? I don't know. That's what I heard. Question mark for you, Chippy. But yeah, I modified that Woodland Pro Bar for the Mac the other day. That worked out really well. And then that saw is giving me fits today too. I switched to that. It was making me angry. the throttle linkage, again, it worked fine on the last video, which some of you saw, just goofing off in the yard. It's on the bench. It's like I got saw gnomes in here messing with my stuff. Now I went to go throttle up and it wouldn't throttle up, and the linkage won't stay in the trigger on the throttle assembly. It's just weird. Again, never had that before. I guess it's just that weak for me. Hey, right on, Jay. Hope you I hope they like your quote. You got to land that job. So, freaking pine. Yeah, I got fur out there right now for a test log. My buddy hates milling the pine when he mills. I don't mind it so much, but I love the way it smells. Yeah. And there's a lot of different varieties of pine too, but they all pretty much are gummy little suckers when you're cutting them. But I do love the smell. Do love the smell. This one wet and frozen. Yeah, we don't get froze up wood out here. I'm popping this muffler off. I got more. I got a couple more mufflers. I actually want to try the new one and see how that one goes. It'll give me a good look inside the cylinder anyway. Not that I think that's the problem. It's not running like that, but if I'm going to try another one anyway, might as well. Well, thank you all for keeping me company out here. It's a lot less boring, I'll tell you that. People still think I'm talking to myself, but hold on. Two pines, a cedar, and 3 box elder trees. Nice. Sounds like a sweet score right there. It's a fair bit of wood. Just putting stuff away. What did Chippy say that I missed? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chippy, right? What are you doing talking to yourself, right? I'm not seeing anybody trying there, Chippy. Sorry if I missed it, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm watching. Supposed to rain till next Friday. Dang. I'll take some of that. You want to send some over here, old timer? Where are you at? Take some rain any day. Well, that just may have to wait a while before it comes off. doesn't want to play nice at all. There she goes. It's kind of the opposite problem I usually have. Personal or work, I usually end up wishing I keep the muffler bolts tight instead of having trouble getting them off. Go figure, right? So the other saw, they're different. I thought they were different sizes on this one. No, it's got to be this one. Yep, there it is. 2 sizes up. Goats, how's it going? How's life in your neck of the woods, goats? What you up to? Over here, we're just tearing apart half this saw. We got some issues. I don't think this is going to help me with those issues, but we're diving in to just take a peek. Come on. Well, that looks as it should. No surprises there, but it's kind of nice to confirm, right? Making sure you got problems someplace else. I mean, that problem wouldn't be the worst in the world to fix. I mean, I've got one ready to go right there, but I'd probably rather not. So, yeah, everything looks clean and nice on the inside. What saw is that, old timer? Curious. I know you're talking to goats, but weather's been beautiful out here. Clear and cool, not hot. A 372 clone, very nice. Sounds fun. Can't go wrong with a good old 372, clone or not. Not even funny, huh? Well, from what I've seen tearing this thing apart, I think I'll probably end up running her again today. But difference being, I think this time I'm gonna put the Oregon bar back on her and see if she oils correctly and does any better. Because that's the one problem I know I'm having. And if I can eliminate that, that'd be a plus. It is indeed, goats. It is indeed. There's a 372 or 360. That. Got too many saws. Yes, it is a 365 special. An older one, an actual 65cc. So, yep, it is a good old saw. I run it almost daily, would seem. But, yeah, give me a little bit of trouble right now. So, two or so hours every day. Very cool. Well, it's not work, so I don't need the screen right now. I'm just goofing off so that I can hang out for later. Getting any? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was a new comment. Goat, sorry. Oh yeah, I love my 395. I use it mostly for milling, but the I was cutting with it the other day, and then we got that new one at work. It's maybe got like 3 tanks through it right now, but we're using it. We got to get it. It's not saw we use most of the time. Most of the time, the guys are running their 461s out in the woods, or the company's 461s, and then I usually running this, my 365, but that we've got a project for work. They want benches for I think it's 14 footers, about 3 to 5 of them. I can't remember. 4 by 12 by 14 beams that we got some fur for, and so we're going to use my Alaskan mill and the company's 395 to mill those up, but we got to put a little bit more break-in time on that 395 first before we do it. No, it's doing all right. I mean, it runs. It's not as strong as mine goes, that's for sure, but it's getting there. But I think it's gonna wake up, but gonna need to put some more time on it for sure. We're running it right now just for kicks and grins and to break it in most of the time, because we don't really have a need for it on a daily basis by any means, because most everybody's got 32 and 36 inch bars, and that one does have a 42, but most of the trees are 20 to 34 inch on the stump most of the time. I mean, yeah, sure, every day's got one. If we're cutting a lot, every day's got one that's a big one, but it's not the normal. No, I'm up at about 35 when I'm milling goats. Haven't had an issue with it. I got a milling jug of fuel and a cutting jug of fuel, and I never run 50 to 1. I mean, work does, I don't, but that's their choice. So hate putting these things back in. "26-foot logs in the ditch for me." Wow, old timer, that's crazy. From Norway, right on. Lucas 2-cycle. Yeah, interesting. I've never used the Lucas oil. I used a lot of oils, but never that one. Let's see, Chippy. That is a great question. And that varies. So if I'm running fuel from work, which is rare, they've got Opti 2. You run for oil. So yeah, sorry, Chippy. Getting distracted by comments and working. Let's see. I usually have like one with an ethanol neutralizer in it. Right, the last one I had, I took from work because they weren't going to use it, and it came with that $3.95 at work. So I was running that in the last few, tank, and all was the synthetic, but see, the last like full, like a gallon jug I had, it's probably still in the trash. I can find it, but it came from my logging supplier, and it's like rebranded theirs. I don't remember who made it for him, but ended up using ultimately 5 gallons of that stuff, and whoever makes it for him, I'm content with it because I had 0 issues with any saws running that oil whatsoever. Sometimes, honestly, I picked oils just on the way they smell because some of them smell better than others. To me, the best smelling fuel is, I have it around here, things like True Fuel or something that comes from Home Depot. Oh, man, that 40 to 1 gallon of that stuff you put in there, and that sauce just smells so good. I know I'm a weirdo, but it smells stinking fantastic. And I love it. So, yeah, I've got that. Clearly, I've got the gasket or the plate misaligned back here because the screw came out. Or won't go back in. All right, take the other side back out. Maybe I'll just leave it off and go get the other muffler later and put it on. I don't want to try it. Why not? Although if I put it back together right now, we could go out and run this sucker with the organ bar and see if we have any win right there. That could be fun. The Lucas I have a small engine and 2 strokes. Safe. Used for years, but when I switched Amsoil Sabre, the bottle goes so much further. Smelled a good man. I guess I'm the only weirdo. Oh man, 2-stroke exhaust, Chippy. It's like the best air freshener in the world. Except maybe those wood chips. But other than wood chips, man, hard to beat. All right, let's go again. See if I can not screw it up this time. On the blind side. Smell a 2-stroke. A lot farther. How is that? Are you mixing 100 to 1? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. 100 to 1. Never seen that before.
That's nuts. A gallon of Evinrude synthetic.
Hey, the price is right. As long as it keeps the engine running, right?
$80-1 mix, but about 70-1.
Wow.
Those numbers seem crazy to me.
I don't know. They've probably done their math and they probably know what they're talking about, but oil's cheap compared to a saw to me. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Hey, John Hudson, how's it going? Much further advanced than others. Gotcha.
Gotcha, Chippy. Chippy's always got the good info.
By spark plug on the top end.
That is 100% true, Goats. You still at work, John? I guess that's good. It means you're working. This is that bad screw because it's a bad muffler, but it's the original muffler. I keep it around, run it a lot of the time because at least it's got, when we're in an area that requires it, it's got the
screen for spark arresting on it.
Yeah, John, work is good, right? If you're not working, you're not making nothing, right? Well, maybe y'all are. I ain't that smart. Oh.
$32-1 in everything for old timer. Oh, well, Hopper just went live, so I better cut this thing short.
Y'all need to get over there and say hello to the Hopper man.
I appreciate y'all stopping by, even though it sucks, right? Chip the chainsaw crack dealer.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my.
Piston top's another. The exhaust port. Interesting, Chippy. He'll be there for 2 hours. He will be there for 2 hours. That's true.
I don't think I want any of these chains.
Almost done lives for today. Got dinner to go to.
Well, enjoy your dinner there, sir. What you gonna have, Chippy?
My
this is about as clean as this bench ever gets. I actually had to throw some things off of it just to work here right now. You should see the bench behind me.
No, I run 40-1 on that 365 Goats.
Typically 40 to 45, depends on the fuel and the oil I'm running. But all my saws run on
92 octane or higher, and the mix varies. Got out the old Ford 9000 and into. Ooh, nice. Yes, Goats, it is 32. This particular cylinder is low on the deck. A lot of compression on this saw compared to normal. And the exhaust is opened up, but it doesn't have any intake work on it at all. Try this chain again with a different bar. Although where my test log is, I've got no signal. This bar feels dirty. I can hear someone running a saw in the background on my end. Curious if it's a buddy or just a neighbor. Maybe. See, that's what's going on. I didn't clean this one before I hung it back up last time. Probably in a hurry. I'm not doing what I tell everybody else to do. Like a dummy. Now it's been sitting there for 3 months. With all the oil and the sawdust getting hard. Of course. Ported it all? No, Chippy. It the cylinder that I've got on there, I got really lucky with as far as the squish goes, and I put it on and decided that I was good with how it was running at the time because I have a ported cylinder for it as well, which I can take on off. It doesn't take that long to change them on these at all, which I mean I like. But the other, yeah, the spare cylinder is ported, and yeah, it has gains for sure. And then I've got a third one that I'm hoping to port in the very near future. That's an experiment for me on that one, complete experiment. So, but that one, even if I deleted the base gasket on that aftermarket cylinder, it still does not have the squish that this OEM cylinder has. So, yeah. Where'd my air go? There's my air. Like a jet plane taking off. Nice. Anything that makes lots of noise is fun, right? Unless you're trying to sleep and your buddy the chainsaw guy is out there at 11 o'clock at night revving up a saw because he just got done tuning it, right? Oh, wait. That's right. I do that. Never mind. Yeah, this bar's a little different. Got to back it up. Of course it does, John. All of my stuff is 100% safe and approved. Before my dad retired, he was a safety inspector for a international corporation, and it made me laugh because the guy probably had more on job accidents than any of the people he was supposed to supervise, including like sticking his hand in underneath a wood chipper to clear it. All right. No, that one's not going to fit with this handle. It's too tight. Let me get the regular wrench. 10:30 this morning, live to wife the elevator. Oh, hey, that's a good thing about where I live. The only thing I've got is dirt that's not dirt and trees. And if it's not that, it's the garden, and I don't cut in there. But I did get in trouble last year for milling too close to the garden, and all the wind was picking up all the fine dust from the milling and blowing it in to the garden. I'm gonna pop this out the door real quick and start it for a second. All right. Well, without putting it in any wood, it's definitely slinging oil. Put it up against the side of the shed there, and it's definitely slinging oil. So it could be them having mostly a bar problem. We'll see. I don't have signal down where the my test log is, so that's not going to be an option for right now. But I'll probably get to cutting and post something later if it's a good thing. Yeah. I get that, old timer. We put wood chips in too, but not cedar, which is what I was milling. I was milling cedar for siding on the kids' tree house. So yeah, that stuff doesn't go in there. But other stuff we throw in there for sure. But it was not the wood or the timing or expected by her, I think. So no, she's good. I never get in that much trouble. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see how that saw runs a little bit later, but I got one more saw to fix. Got to work on this baby. Yeah, it does smell good. The linkage where it comes into the trigger right here keeps popping out, and it wasn't the other day. I don't know why it is now. I don't know if a little piece broke off the end. It's holding if I force it and bend it, but it's not reliable. So I'll probably mess with that a little bit. See if we can get it to cooperate. Yeah, it's gonna be harder to get to than I thought. Maybe not at this moment in time, but we got there. She's running fine as long as that stays in there, though. Anyhow. Hey, folks, thanks for stopping in a bit. I think I'm going to go run the saw. Can't be on here and do that all at the same time, given the signal, but not enough signal around here. If I'm not on the Wi-Fi from the house, it ain't working. So, hey, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Made this last better part of an hour a lot more enjoyable for me. So, thank you all. And we'll see you around. Have a good one, everybody.